Hey, it's Calvin here, and I want to do a video kind of talking about Sadlung, Tummo, Kundalini, and so forth. And just like people who have just done like breathe, whether it's Wim Hof, uh, Dr. Joe Dispenza has his breathing exercise. Or just those like pranayama type breathing exercises. And so to kind of give my backstory of where I'm at now, about 10 years ago, I'd always heard like, oh, you have anxiety, do some deep breathing. And so I got into this, I started doing deep breathing. I wasn't instructed by anyone except just told I needed to do deep breathing because I had anxiety and whatever other issues. And so I did deep breathing. And then I found that if I take 5, 10 deep breaths and if I'd hold my breath, it would make me feel really clear and really good. Like more clear, but probably pardon the lights. But I want to say grounded, it would like just empty my mind. And I started doing that. And then I would do it more and more, and it was like making me like really like feel really good. Maybe not quite like manic, like good, but then I would do it and I'd get like this headache, and I was like, I wouldn't even recognize what my hand was in front of my face for like a few seconds. And it wasn't like anything long lasting, but I'm like, oh, this is breathing. I'll just do this. And I did this practice, and then there was one point, and I was doing some other practices and exercising, fasting, and whatever. And I don't know if I was contracting my lower abs and perineum. Then I might have, but oh yeah, I probably was. I don't know. I was definitely holding my breath, but then I got to this point where I was contracting my lower abs and perineum and just like really breathing. I'm like, whoa, this feels really good. I'm exercising a lot. I'm losing weight. Like, this is really good for me. And then I just kind of got addicted to it. But there was like this drive to keep doing it. It was like this breath would come back into me, and I would just keep doing that breath throughout the day. And there were times when I did it, I'd get this really killer headache, like really bizarre, crucial headache for like 3 seconds. And then there were other times that I'd do it and I'd have like seizures and I'd fall down because I would do it when I was standing. And, but for whatever reason, whatever state it got me in, I just wasn't thinking clearly on that sense, even though I was like, it had all these symptoms or side effects, like I'd have such a desire and this drive to like get what I wanted, like what I truly wanted. It was like a good thing, but like I'd have this, but it was a good thing. So I did a lot of good things in my life for many years, but I really did overdo it, and I just kind of had the wrong views about things, and I really just learned it on my own. I did read a book about Tibetan mysticism and magic that kind of talked about tummo and stuff like that. I'm like, I think this is a tummo practice, but I'm not feeling this inner heat or anything. And so I did this. This would have been like 2015, the end of 2014 when I really started doing this. Now it's like the end of 2025. And I stopped doing it about a year ago. And I've been on my journey, whatever things that I went through. I don't really want to get into it. I went through some things where I would like try to do it to like try to get back to my bliss state. Like it would make me feel really blissed, like super good. And nothing could shake me. And like I could just encounter everything in life. And I'm finally doing all the things that I wanted to do, which could have been from other reasons, because when I was younger, I went through like medications. I was on medicine and I wasn't on medicine anyway. So I thought for a while, like, I'm not on medicine. So I finally like am able to, like, the medicine got in the way of me doing what I wanted to do, which may have been a really big part of that. Cause like psych drugs, like, are terrible, dude. Terrible, man. But I'm at this point now where it's like I'm reading up on tummo and what it is. Tummo is really the energy behind that pump, that pranayama, or that exercise, that breathing. So it's more about visualization. And what I'm learning is I think I have all this energy up here, and it's like, oh, I can't feel my legs. And I've had physical issues where I've had blood clots in my leg. And like, this is really serious. And it's just like people like Dr. Joe Dispenza, like I'll just like, there's Wim Hof, and there's like I've done the Wim Hof method. I haven't done it a whole lot, but the practice that Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches is the practice that I just came up and started doing on my own. And that can be really dangerous. Like, there's more than just that practice you probably should be doing to expel the inner winds and the waste winds and stuff like that. And just certain guidelines that are really important. And people like that really need to be cautious about teaching that, because like you get all these amazing things and he measures people's brains and whatever, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. People get really excited about it, and it's like these practices are tried and true methods that go back to ancient India, that like are really profound and really powerful. And there's more than just one breathing exercise. There's meditations and visualizations and all of this stuff to it, and all of these understandings and knowledge about it that is really important if you're doing it all by yourself. Like, I mean, like for me, it made me go manic. It made me go crazy. I had psychosis. And so then I get this diagnosis of schizophrenia and whatever, and it's like, oh, it's from this practice that also mental hospitals like teach. Like, oh yeah, dude, breathing exercise relieves anxiety and all this. And it's like, there needs to be like, I have this aspiration to really fix all this. But right now I feel so fucked up. Pardon my language. I feel really messed up from all this. Because all my energy's up here, I think, is what's going on with me. And I don't know what to do. But also I do know what to do. I've been here in Colorado participating in building a stupa. I had the opportunity to talk with Lama Kempo. And he gave me some advice and some guidance. And I had the opportunity to talk with one of the nuns. That's part of the Kaju lineage. And so I want to go in for a meditation, and I want to interview to become ordained and to become a monastic, a monk. And I really want to do that and learn from an authentic teacher. And I really want to pursue that perspective of things. And I really want the help that I need. I mean, to me, that's the most important because I can't practice. I'm all messed up. But last night was really hard, but also like hopefully really good because so much energy. My legs feel, especially my right leg, feels better. And it's just all this energy. I had like for 10 years, I did this breath work. And I'm thinking it's a good thing for me. And like everybody says it's good. And it's like, oh, no. It's what was making me manic and psychotic and crazy. And, these things aren't anything to be played with. So I probably just have all this energy up here that needs to come down. Maybe it's probably more complicated than that. And I'm hoping that the other Kempo here in this area can help me and I can learn the sadhanas and take the steps. And like I don't think they would teach me tummo, but like I have some personal experience. But I do have the aspiration. Maybe I don't have personal experience with tummo, but so much energy, so much, like a rocket, like a rocket ship. And last night I just seen this purple energy, and it's just like I don't really think that's tummo, and I'm just like, what the heck is going on with me? And it scares me, and it's just like so much energy. I couldn't sleep. I got 3 hours of sleep this morning, and I'm just hoping that I can get some good sleep tonight. The only thing that's really been something that relieves the pain is having like a few beers in the evening, which is also something if you drink too much, oh my God, it's so bad. So it's interesting. Like a few beers can give you that relief and make you feel grounded and better and whatever. Like if you're controlled or whatever, you're not gonna get yourself in trouble. But it could get you in trouble because it might make you want to have more beers and do more of the breath work and do stupid things or whatever. But too much beer makes it bad. But before I was just like I could drink and I'd never be hungover. Like I wouldn't ever have to eat anything. Like I was just like endurance. I could do a bunch of stuff. I could climb mountains, and I was like somewhat invincible. And I'm like, this energy is such a great thing in this practice, and there's benefits to it. But whatever. Well, I was forced on medicine because it can make you angry, and I had some issues that I had to be forced on medicine. And then I kind of lost my mind coming off of a medicine, and it was probably also related to doing too much of that practice. And like I don't want to get in details about that. There was one thing like this energy would go like between my fingers, like my fingers were twisting, and like I'd see like this like this size or whatever, like in my ceiling. It was a projection in my own mind of like this person made out of light, and their limbs and fingers and arms were twisted. It was so like demonic, and it was just like the energy, and it was disturbing. I would feel it, and like out of my left eye, I'd look at the clock, and all the hands on the clock were all crooked, but my right eye, like everything was normal, and it was just like at that point. And I had stopped doing it for a while before I had that, and I was coming off of medicine. It's like the medicine held all that back, maybe. And it was just like when I was getting off the medicine, just severe from 1 to 10. What's your pain level? Fucking 20. So bad. And I have my second blood clot in this right leg here. And so it's dangerous. I need help. I need to bring this energy down. So I'm going into the Dharma Center and I'm getting help from the professionals. You know, it's like the Buddha's the doctor, the Lama's the doctor, the teaching's the medicine, and the Sangha's the nurse. And I need that. And but I mean, also you should go to a regular doctor, which I had to fix this issue. But I need these doctors and medicines and nurses is so important. And to take the steps and to purify the mind before you really do these higher level practices is what I'm starting to learn. So, like, I hope this helps a lot of people. And it is my aspiration. If I figure this out, if I become a monk, if my teacher thinks this aspiration is important, to go out and help people, because there's a lot of people that do the Wim Hof method. There's a lot of people that do the Dr. Joe Dispenza teachings and stuff like that. So haven't been doing this as much because I think this was part of it, but I will share a little mantra with you. Om Aum Benzagari Meziri Om Tashi Dalek.